Hi guys, I've decided that I'm going to start a new series of videos for upcycling. Now you all know that I'm very passionate about upcycling. I will take anything and try and turn it into something. Nobody in the house is allowed to throw anything away without first passing it by me. And my 5-year-old has even started like hoarding boxes and stuff because she's like, no, Mum and me can make something out of a box, you know what I mean? So it's quite catching. So the other day, as you know, it's coming up to Christmas and I had one of the kids' presents delivered in this, wow, that is massive, huge Amazon box. Now, as you know, obviously there's going to be packaging in there, so it was, you know, so it doesn't, the product that was in it didn't get damaged. So inside it, believe it or not, was loads of rumpled up paper. Well, what was crumpled up paper. So my husband thought I was going crazy last night. It was ironing night last night, Sunday, so I do all my ironing ready for the week, and instead of doing the clothes, I had you know, the paper that was in the Amazon box that was all crumpled up. I've used it before now, and I'll bring the journal down and show the journal that I made. But instead of ironing the clothes, after I'd finished ironing the clothes, I did the clothes first, I ironed the paper that came in the box. Now, this paper is absolutely lovely to use. There's nothing wrong with it. I just got it out and I have ironed it with my iron. Not a special craft iron or anything, because it's not like dirty or anything. It's not going to affect my iron. I just put it on a medium setting and just went for it. It's quite therapeutic actually to iron it. And then I've made myself these little simple little books. These are all just ready now, and I can use these to print on. So as well as that, what I've done, this is a little idea that I got offline on Pinterest. To make yourself a little book, you do 8 boxes or 8 rectangles like that. Put a slit in the centre. Looks like it's some sort of mouth thing, but it's not. Fold it over, then push it together. That flips one side, that flips the other, and push it together. I mean, I have ironed these sort of flat then. So I've done 3 that size and 3 that are this size for a very good reason. The idea is I'm going to make myself a little book with them, and then what all you do is put that side together. So like obviously the bit that opens up is that side, and then this side here is your spine, and I'm going to attach the 3 things together with a bit of glue and a bit of tape. Put a nice cover on the front, and then you've got yourself a nice little book to doodle in, to draw in, whatever you want. This paper's also really good if you wanted to just iron it out and let the kids have a play with some scrap paper. You know, it's really good for doing your jelly prints on, which I've found out it just makes a nice background. It's also good for drop sheets. You're not having to pay for it, so please try not to throw it in the bin. Just use it, you know, save yourself a bit of money, and save it going to landfill as well. So I'm just going to put that on there and make up my little books. Okay then, so this is the journal that I made last time I had some of this paper from my packaging. This here is the cardboard underneath, so the corrugated cardboard box. All I've done is used some normal kitchen foil, so let me get that. All I've done is use normal kitchen foil. I'm just getting it to show you because I don't know whether it's called something different in America or whatever, so I might as well just get you to show you. So normal kitchen foil. This, all I did was screw it up and then press it over these. Obviously put some glue on it and then pressed it over. Sorry, the lighting's going really bizarre. That's it. So all I did was just do that, press it over, and it creates this lovely effect. And then, so once I'd finished doing that, I went over it with some black acrylic So put the acrylic on, watered it down a bit, put the acrylic on, then rubbed it off, so it gives it this sort of effect. This looks really nice if you do it on a wooden box, you know, it looks lovely. That sort of effect does. So that's all the cover is. And then this is inside. The pages that I've used are these packaging in here. I've stitched down them, put buttons on them, you know, just really quite a simple one to make. I really like using stitching as well in my journals, so that's that one. Not perfect, but like I say, it's junky-esque journal, and I do quite like drawing on these kind of craft coloured pages with silver. It looks really nice and it's quite effective. So, and then obviously I've got loads and loads of little pockets up here that I can put journaling in, you know, secret things. If I don't want people to see them, I can tape it back up, you know, things like that. So that's what I've made there. That's another option. Right then, excuse the dressing gown, it's night time. I always do my videos at night. PJ's time. Right then, so this is what I'm doing today, however. So what I'm going to do is glue these three together, sorry. So I've got 3 pieces there, and in the spirit of using it up, I mean, I've done it this small just so it's easier to see on camera. This can be done large scale, obviously, so it's completely up to you how big you do this idea. So like I said, in the spirit of using things up, I've gone upstairs and I've got a selection of my jelly prints that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to create a little front cover and back cover using one of these, and then wrap that around and then stick that to the front and the back to create a little book. So here we go. If you do want to carry on watching these upcycling series, I'm going to be doing hopefully like a video a week. Upcycling is definitely the thing that I enjoy doing most, and Lord knows why I haven't done any videos on this before, because I enjoy doing it. So I should have really started posting videos a lot sooner, but I've got some ideas, so start collecting your stuff. I've got some ideas for toilet rolls, one of my major things that I use, so because you've got them in abundance. So toilet rolls, what else will we need? Then I had to pause the video for a brief second because right, I've actually made a list now of this. So I've got some ideas for toilet rolls, drop paper, Coke bottles. So they don't necessarily have to be Coke bottles, other brands of bottles are available, like the 2 litre bottles, the big bottles. We don't need loads, you just need about 1. Old leather handbags, I've got some nice ideas for those. Obviously they must be old leather handbags because we're going to be cutting them up. Gloves, roll-on deodorant. We're going to be keeping empty, obviously use the deodorant and then keep the actual container that you're using. Old spray bottles, not like aerosol spray bottles, just like oh, I haven't got one for an example, just normal sort of mist spray bottles, like ones that you would get like your inks in and stuff. Can ring pulls from, like, you know, fizzy pop or beer or whatever. Sweet wrappers, super. Cereal boxes, packets from the inside of cereal boxes. Got a lovely idea from my friend Shannon Green with that one, so I'm going to put that into the mix. I'm going to have a little play about with that. I've got to get some myself though first. Old wax crayons, some dominoes, if you've got any old clutch bags, that'd be super. Old toiletry bags as well. Number 6 plastic, and magazines. Just a small selection. Right then, so let's carry on with this. I will put that list in the description though, but just to get you excited for more, that's some ideas that will be coming up, and get those ready. I'm quite excited about this series. This is what I love to do. I love making something from nothing. Right then, so have a little look in your charity shops as well. If you've got none of these things, you know, you can pick up old leather handbags, you know, for next to nothing, and at least the money's going to good causes as well, which is super. You know, if you want to get a few that are different colours, if you can afford it, don't worry if you can't. But like I say, if you've got a few spare, especially with Christmas coming up, because we start throwing things out, we get new bags. You know, don't throw them away. The old ones, keep them in, even if they're really, really tatty. I promise you, you'll be making some beautiful things from them. Right then, so this is a jelly print that I did that I quite like, which is a shocker really. I'm not very good at jelly printing. I need to have Patty, Toast, Perry in my house when I am doing them, because I am absolutely useless at jelly printing. She just needs to have a bit of a trip over to the UK and teach me how to do it. I just lose my patience with jelly printing. I do enjoy it, but I'm just not very good at it. Right then, let's take that off. That. So this is all very simple, using up what I've got, and then all I'm going to do is, that's just got caught there because I've accidentally put a bit of tape there, but it doesn't matter because I've got to cut that down. Where are my scissors gone? Oh jeez, I've lost my scissors. Oh, there. Hilarious, just watching one of Shannon's videos, and she left one of her bloopers on or whatever, like she'd lost a blade, and it was funny because I could see it all underneath the piece of paper. Gosh, it just made me laugh. Right then, so you notice that I am not cutting straight to the corner. I'm going to leave a bit overhanging, because then I'll show you what you do to make it look neater. It's come from years of learning how to cover my books at school. So you just turn over there. I better make sure that it's actually in shot, don't I? Right, and so you just turn that over like so, and then do the same on the other side. And then you're going to turn that in. Let's get a little bit of Prickstick. And then let's do the same for the centre. Snip in, snip in. You can leave a little bit of a thing to turn into the middle if you want to. So same again, just turn that up. And then, oh, keep your Christmas cards as well once you're finished with them, guys. I know it's a long way away, but they're lovely to use. And do that many things with Christmas cards. Right then. then there's your little book for now. I have got as well a little flower that I'm going to put at the front. That flower's just been made with magazine and a split pin. And then just to make it neater on the inside, I'm going to get another piece of my jelly print that I like. So bear with me while I find a piece I like. Might use this piece of card actually, just to make it a bit more rigid. I'm being so precise, aren't I? I'm not very accurate, I don't really do measuring, don't you ever noticed? And then turn to the back, push that down a bit, and then do the same on the back. So, there we have it, one completed book, and inside you've got your little pages to use. You could just use this to journal on. You've got some little pockets there, like in between, because of obviously the way it's been done. You could either glue those together or you could leave them open, so it's completely up to you what you do, whether you put little pockets in it. But there you go, a nice little book made from things that you're going to probably be having with your boxes over the next few weeks leading up to Christmas. I mean, they'd be quite nice. You could perhaps make them up for somebody, put some like little quotes in there or whatever, and give it to them as a present. Put some positive affirmations in, you know, and I think that they'd really like that. You can bling it up a bit by putting, you know, you could put like some thread around the outside and put a bow on it. You can put the threads like I did on this and make the pockets look a little bit better. You know, it's completely up to you. But there's one quick idea for my first upcycling video, and I hope you come back for the next one next week.